We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Insanity Check. I'm Skilla Sauce. That's Ken. And there's 8 over there on the 1s, 2s, and 3s, 4s, all the way up to what is that? 24? How many tracks? 24? How many? 16?
I think it's 8.
4? 10? Oh, they actually make 12. Okay, on the. Did you ever think of like changing your name to 12 then, or something like that? I'm just saying.
I was kind of expecting that he would say there were 8 over there, but
Right.
honestly, I was horribly disappointed.
This guy here.
I'm just saying, man.
Already, like the show just started. Man. Like literally, the show just started. I'm gonna just push mute for now. Let me be silent for like the first 15 minutes at least.
The love fest continues, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is Insanity Check. It is March 6th. Apparently he doesn't like March 6th. Weather is we're supposed to be due for yet another big one. Snow, rain,
It's
probably
mostly
some
the
hail.
wind. There's a lot of wind, and they said the tides. So they said for the areas that were not exactly repaired after Sandy, they're probably going to have issues. I mean, we're not going to have anything wrong here, but those people in the coastal area, they're supposed to be, and they never got really, taken care of properly, in my opinion, and they're just probably going to feel the brunt of this. But they didn't say anything like a Sandy-like event or anything like that, but they just said,
I wasn't expecting one.
Yeah, but just high winds and stuff like that.
So if you were with us last week, you had our groundbreaking, you saw our monumental interview with a gentleman named Artie White Fox, who is a zoosexual, religious nut. I don't know.
Senile old coot.
Yeah, apparently Artie isn't really looked upon fondly by his fellow animal sexers.
Which is what I said. I said this guy's probably, you're really fucked up if you give a black eye to a bunch of people that do something that already we feel, is like,
One of the first messages we got on our YouTube channel, Insanity Check Radio, was from, again, a fellow zoophile who, paraphrasing, said, Jesus Christ, of all the zoosexuals you could have gotten, you picked that sick motherfucker?
Yeah.
Which,
he called him a senile, religious nut,
lunatic,
kook.
nut.
Yeah,
all
so
types of stuff.
That's kind of messed up.
That wasn't us, Artie. That was one of your boys.
Yeah.
But anyway, you can go on again, our YouTube channel, Insanity Check Radio, to check out that interview.
What was that guy's name? He didn't have no cool name?
No, it was like Azaluski or something like that.
Rex's rectal rampager. He just has a regular name.
Yes, it was just something.
Artie was just a little bit, a lot off, man. He was just all messed up, man.
I have to say, I was, as we discussed the show afterwards, like I said, it was a tad disappointing, that he hid behind religion the way he did and didn't really ask. But the topic is so clearly still so taboo. One of our viewers, she wrote on our Facebook page that she's still afraid to watch it because she actually works with animals. So I guess obviously the conversation of love stroking a dog or whatever it was that Artie was doing has freaked her out. And yet another person said they can't wait to have for us to have Artie back on because of the branching off, so much branching off we did, trying to corral Artie back to the questions because of his continuous religious rhetoric.
Well, I didn't ask him some of the things that I wanted to ask.
Yeah, there was some common questions that we were trying to get to, we couldn't get to, and our viewers want to know.
Yeah, because I definitely wanted to know. And if you're watching, why did you? Why is it only male dogs? I got a bunch of people that ask me that. Why
have you ever been with women?
Yeah, have you ever been with an actual woman? Do you have like an inflated doggy if your doggy is not there? All sorts of stuff like that. But basically, it was like, why just male dogs? And if you can't obviously, since you're the man and you have the moves to be, you know, to corral a dog or smooth a dog, why would you not do that with a female dog as well? So, you know, those are some of the interesting questions that was posed that we never got a chance to because this guy was doing his soapbox routine. Yeah. And if he ever comes on the show, I mean, you know, it has to be established before he comes on. If he decides to go back on that religious rant, you know, because I think we were way too polite. I think we were way too polite.
You know, I was hoping, you know, but yeah, yeah. Anyway, we're trying, well, at least initially anyway, we're going to try to give you a more wholesome, well, this is not considered wholesome. That's the problem with this, is that it's a story because some people think this is not wholesome. Out in Chicago, a Bishop Larry Trotter found himself in hot water because of an Instagram photo that he put up of himself in a bathtub, a bubble bath, with his granddaughter, a cute little girl. He said that, I know some people have never bathed with their kids, but when I was growing up, we shared bath water.
I have heard that before from several sources.
So now, sure, on the outside, it's like, oh my God, he's bathing with kids, he's a sick pervert, blah blah blah.
That's just a day.
So, but these are the particulars of the story. So he claims that the family came over after his granddaughter saw him in the tub. She begged her mother to let her get in with Grandpa. So he was clearly in the tub naked. His granddaughter came into the bathroom and seen him in the tub and wanted to get in. Her mother thought it was okay, so she put swim trunks on the little girl. So the grandfather got out of the tub and put on swim trunks as well, and then got back in the tub with the granddaughter because it would be fun to be in the bubbly water and bathe with Grandpa. So this person who wrote this article clearly thinks that this is a troublesome situation. So they have swim trunks in the house to fit everyone who visits. There are also so many clues in this story that point to the fact that some kind of investigation needs to happen.
Based on what?
That there were swim trunks for a little girl and the grandfather.
Maybe they had went to the beach before, or you know, I don't quite understand. I mean, this is not. I mean, it's the grandfather. I'm pretty sure, you know, most grandparents want the grandkids to come over and stuff and have fun and stuff. So I don't quite understand that, because once again, when I used to go hang out with my auntie and her husband at that time, they had gear over there for me. I was a little kid. I would go over there. They lived over by Coney Island. We would go walk on the beach and stuff. Yeah, this guy with the water sounds, yeah. We would go walk on the beach and stuff, and they had gear for me so they wouldn't have to transport it back and forth. I would hang out over there, whatever. So I don't, there's nothing wrong with this story.
Good job.
I mean, what they do in the Bronx, huh? How they get down in the Bronx, huh?
I just want to hear about you and Auntie's bath.
Yeah, being, that's right, being Auntie bath. Yeah, it's better than you and Uncle Salty's bath.
What did you call her? Auntie Rubba-Dubbing?
Yeah, Uncle Rubba-Dubbing. Your Uncle Meat Chops,
Auntie Ernie.
The author of the article continues on to say, who would allow their daughter to go into a bathroom while their grandfather is taking a bath? If the little girl wanted to play in the water, she should do so in a pool or in a tub by herself, not with her grandfather. Unfortunately, we don't live in an innocent society. The pastor's explanations seem kind of innocent, and we feel bad for the feedback that the feedback was so hurtful. However, if you have ever been a victim of this type of behavior, then you know the perp always appear innocent. A good example would be Jerry Sandusky. Unfortunately, people saw Jerry Sandusky fucking children in the shower, so this kind of doesn't play.
Okay. First of all, like I said, I remember speaking to several of my friends because this subject has actually come up in a different way, and it was more along the lines of "you stupid Americans," right? Because I know a lot of people from overseas and Europe and different places like that, and these individuals are older than I am, and I myself am in my 40s, so you know, you just do the math, whatever. And they said they used to bathe once again, like you said, sharing the water. You know, as the bath. It was it was economical in certain instances. In other instances, it's like, you know, running around nude. I've actually seen photographs where the kids are running around with no clothes on, playing around, and Papa's there. He got his swim trunks on or whatever. And the kids would just run around naked as the day they were born. They could run out, obviously, they, you know, could walk and stuff, but they were still little infants running around. No one saw this as a problem. Okay, I don't understand. You know, when I first had to learn how to take a shower, because I was afraid of Oh, at that time we had the baby shampoo.
Get ready for your special effects.
Oh, come on, man.
Your sound effects.
This is great leading stuff for you, man. You sleeping over there. So, back, I don't know if they still have that Johnson & Johnson shampoo that's supposed to no more tears or something like that. Come on. You ain't got no cues for this? You're slipping.
Listen, just tell your story.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Why are you so concerned about what's going on over here?
I want you to be on point, man.
I'm on point.
Your timing has got to be impeccable.
Listen.
Okay. Yeah,
just
I know you're on point. That's the problem.
You want me to help bring back the memories?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. You got to put some Luther on. Put some Luther on with some water dripping sound.
All right, so you know what? I'll set a tone for what happened the night.
Exactly.
You and your aunt.
Yeah, so he puts the sound. You just say yeah, and we'll just do. Any case, so they didn't want me, blind stumbling around, busting my chops. I think I was like 3 or 4 years old. So my uncle was taking a shower. So my grandmother basically put me in the tub with my uncle taking a shower, and I stood up there, and they both was like, okay, wash your hair, do this, do that, and I was complaining because I was afraid that this no more tears stuff wasn't going to work, it was going to burn my eyes. But that was the first time I remembered ever taking a shower. Now, by today's standard, my grandmother would have been facilitating some horrible deed by letting me, take a shower with my uncle present. So I don't. This is indicative of the society in which we live in, and I think this is completely overkill. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. There you go. Come on. Yeah, that's right. That's right. My uncle had a guitar on in the shower. He was playing guitar in the shower, and my grandma was playing sax. That's what here to split your side. That's right. And I was in slow motion rubbing the foam over my little chest. Yeah. That's exactly how it was going. That's how it went down way back in the early 70s when Lil Skillet was in the shower, just like that. My grandma had on some Clarence Clemens shades and the saxophone and the whole nine was going down. That's just how it was. That's just how it was. That's just how it's happening. Any case, go to the comments because I want to hear what the comments. Because seriously,
but this is what's frustrating about this society is that they go over the top. I mean, like
she's obviously imprinted. The author is imprinting something upon this story.
There's actually no comments.
There's no comments. I'm surprised because if that's like me having a bad incident going to the store to buy bread or something like that, and every situation where someone's going to the store, I want to make it, going to the store is bad. Yeah. No, I really don't understand what's happened to our society where, I'm almost positive if you go to Africa or places like that and translate this story, they would see this as completely farcical. It's just absolutely ludicrous. This is ridiculous. There's nothing here.
I mean, people want to, crucify situations like, people in these situations, and then when, people are just clearly guilty of horrible mass travesties, we'll just turn an eye, get some PR, do some damage control, and it's all good. I don't know. This is just because we have some shit that's coming up in the next segment that, again, people need to be hurt. I am all for violence. I don't give a fuck if you've done violence. If you're ridiculous and completely stupid, and in my opinion, a danger to society because of your stupidity, then you need to be obliterated.
But see, by that very token, what you're saying, which I do believe, we need to get hit by an asteroid and just wipe out a good 90% of us. Seriously, because we've become so stupid that the fact that this person can actually write this down and it seems sincere. The article seems sincere, so it doesn't seem like the person is just soapboxing for any reason, but the person seems to be concerned that this is really a bad situation to have, to be bathing with your grandpapa, and it's just ridiculous. And I said it hurts me because there's so many stories that I don't even want to cover because I'm like, why bother? People are so fucking stupid. It's not even going to matter. It's not even going to matter. I mean, because someone should literally comment to this woman like, you're going overboard. I mean, so what situations can there be no parents present at all when a little child like that? Because
apparently,
I'm not going to trust no little kid that age, unattended in a fucking tub. Anything, there's plenty of times when I was in the tub playing, they would be sitting right there waiting because, who knows, I might have slipped up under. Some shit could have happened. I was a little kid. You know, 8 could have came in the room and I would have been scared of his advances, and I'd have tried to jump out the tub and bust my head or something. So they had to be ready for stuff like that.
Yeah. Anyway, while 8 regroups on that one, we will be taking a quick break, and we'll come back with those stories that we just mentioned.